and they pronounced me dead when I got to the ER, and they resurrected me in the emergency room.
Okay,
And you know how all that happened?
Ghost.
The spiritual realm.
Alright,
It's
well,
not
I have a
something to
quick
play
question.
with.
How would you die? Wait, what'd you do for suicidal that made you feel alive?
I was just haunted, sweetie, and I was scared.
So what'd you do?
It doesn't matter.
It's personal.
It's not there anymore.
Let me see it.
Remember?
What?
It was all here.
Ha 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 ha.
They're not there anymore.
Let me see it.
Sweet.
Can I see?
High Priestess, Hangman, and the Wheel.
Can I see it?
It's kind of hot. You know that, right?
What does that
There
mean?
was gray all around your head
Okay.
in the photos, quite explicitly.
This is kinda
You
hot.
could see it.
Sorry, I'm
They're
excited.
no longer there.
It's kind of hot.
That
The wheel is
presence-
like
I would say that the
goodness
presence
and
went
light.
away. It's no longer
all
attacking
like,
the building. It's not
everything.
even in
It's
the
like
photo.
the
it's
universe,
picture.
you know, it's like
I
having
remember
like
this picture.
the world, you know.
Remember,
right
the,
here.
the gray was
It was
coming
down
down
to
on you
my
like
The
it was
hangman's
right above
patience.
you.
It was down to my forehead.
Strength.
It
This
was
picture.
coming down
The
like
wing.
rain.
And then the
me see.
Empress, the High
But now there's
Priestess,
no gray.
reversed, meaning she's
But it still looks like
celebrating
something's
peace.
behind me.
No, that's the reflection.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've taken photography. That's it.
Wands,
It's a Polaroid
ballet.
camera. You can tell the film's old too.
Strength
Yeah.
and the tower.
But I know
all the
Polaroids.
negatives
Those
falling
gray
to the
areas
ground.
should not have
Is it-
disappeared.
It's good.
Go on.
The devil reversed.
There were,
Sweet.
yeah, I don't know if I showed you, Ellen. There was
Wands,
very
bastones.
explicit gray areas surrounding his head, coming down to his
Magician.
shoulders,
The evil's been conquered.
and now it's not there
It's kind of
anymore.
hot.
Do it again. Do it again.
Could you do anything
Was
about?
Can I see it?
God, you are such a nag.
Hmm?
Could you do anything about?
No, it's still there.
In order to end this,
But
what I
it's-
want to do is I just
oh.
want to ask one question for them real quick before.
I
we
found
leave.
something. Oh wait, no.
Do you
it's
think
there.
what we did made a difference at all? Hold on.
Yeah, I do. You can feel it. It's not thinking you know it. It's just, you can just feel the difference.
So you think we helped at all?
You helped a lot.
What about you?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said before, the air is definitely different. It was thick and overwhelming at one point when we were just here in the living room even. When I was talking to Drew, even he was having a hard time breathing and he left. He said he couldn't handle it. He left. But now it's definitely, it's light and airy. It's not overwhelming. You're not, you know, struggling to breathe. It's not like a heavy feeling on your chest anymore. It's free. It's gone.
I feel strong.
Yeah.
I feel love here. It feels lovey. All kinds of wonderful.
What is love?
But no, I do. I feel more. I feel
close.
the. Yeah.
You know, we're a small,
You're close,
family,
yeah.
and
I
you
feel
know,
the love that
we
you
don't-
have for each other.
We don't leave the house without saying I love you, and you
That's
know,
good.
hugs and kisses.
Exactly, and you can feel it.
And, yeah.
I think whatever was here was feeding off of that fear,
Mhm.
and it's gone.
Mhm.
I do feel that the negative's gone. You have family members, there's residual, so that's my only issue. It's like if you do hear stuff, it's
Might
them.
not always be a.
Yeah.
And then also the inviting of people in. Think about it. Everybody that you invite in, whoever's with them, you're inviting in too.
Right.
So when you have a lot of people coming in and out of your house, it's kind of like Grand Central Station, you know, paranormally.
Yeah.
Because you're inviting, like, for example, I'm very careful and cautious who comes to my space.
Mhm.
It's already haunted. I don't need it more haunted. You know what I mean? But
That's why you stayed away from me.
yeah.
Wait, so
Yeah.
like.
I stayed away because also to protect you. Because it would have been full on attack, and you don't want to see me angry, you know. You don't want to see me going after that. So it was like,
I've seen her angry.
it's not pretty, you know. So it's like, why even go to the negative? Like, you're fighting negative with negative doesn't get you anywhere. So all I could do was love you from afar, and it just kept sending. I was just looking for you. And then once you said that to Alan, the camera, and they were talking about how he didn't want to admit that thing, you were talking about how you feel angry and you're taking it out. Once I heard that, that's when I heard you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It was that part of you inside saying, I don't like this feeling. I don't like what this is doing. I don't like that. And when I heard that, that's when I knew that there was a line that I could get in and just...
And it's actually kind of ironic because I told her, like, that we were on the phone like 2 days ago, and I told her that I think we're falling apart, or my feelings are changing, and it might just be me, it might be you, but I think it's definitely me.
Is that why you wrote on your Facebook that everyone, not even...
No, that was 2 nights ago. What he's talking about was our...
So I was going to
conversation
ask you
last
if you
night.
wanted to talk, but I felt like I was overstepped. I was trying to help.
I can
And I
totally
didn't
see
talk
it.
to you
Yeah,
about it.
like,
Yeah.
it was just weird. It was just last night.
And you're
too.
closer now than you were when I first got here.
No, I still want to punch her.
Yeah, now he's playing with her, and
Yeah, but you weren't the same way. Like
you were looking at her like you were looking at me.
like pray.
Like you were just
But I have a
like,
question.
yeah.
Like when you said all evil that
I am
like
hungry.
should come in here, like
It's gonna make
when you made that, when you said that, like
Ow.
if someone comes in here and they have a negative spirit, does it leave with them or does it stay
It's
here?
not allowed to come through.
Like
It's stuck at the door.
I was gonna say it
They
should
can't
just go
even
back
come
up to the
through.
portal where it came from.
No, the portal's sealed.
Oh, so nobody else is coming.
Nothing's coming through. Nothing's going in or out. It's stuck shut.
That's good.
Unless you open it up again.
Don't open. Don't
Don't
it.
open it up
Don't
again.
do it.
Please.
do not do it.
Do not open that back
I know,
up.
right? Because
If
we don't.
anything, if you know when I was talking about it being a space of love, so whenever you walk over that space, just say I love you.
I know, because like
Just I love you. Just always think of love when you walk over because that was its intention. Not realizing that when you open that doorway, that
It could turn into this.
yeah,
It's just gonna make for one
Wait, Mom.
good little...
Like every time I go down the shore, before I leave, I always be like,
the
all right, love
outside,
you,
no one's
Mom. I'll
gonna
be
believe
good,
this.
and
yeah.
stuff like
Why
that.
are you
It's,
being
Starting your
sick
mission.
and...
like it's like really
Well,
fun.
this is gonna... I've never had
Right,
to edit
Shags?
something
Like,
this
in the
much
house.
before.
Yeah.
I mean, my little wall video is like, what, 4 minutes long? This is gonna take a couple of weeks.
I just want to say thank you.
And then I have freaking an
helping
hour
me,
and a half
and
worth of footage
you're
of
welcome
Vicky
for
I
the
gotta
evidence.
sort through from across
Well,
the
if
street.
anything,
I mean,
what I like to do is if you're going like, I kind of want to. It's so funny because I actually met with a lot of different people. I was just at a convention, and I was talking about being like the paranormal police in a way because I've been doing this for a very, very long time. So if I can help educate you and guide you, like remember how you were talking to the rods in a certain way, and I just corrected you. I wasn't doing it to overstep my boundaries, but I'm thinking there's a lot of people out there that watch some of these other shows and watch other techniques. Just because they have a television show and just because they're on TV doesn't mean they're right.
Have you seen the new one I just saw on A&E called Extreme Paranormal?
Sweetie, I just look forward to the fact that one day I'll be cleaning out their houses and cleansing
Well,
them.
these
like I do.
guys
That's
go
the
to cemeteries and will dig up things. They just, in this latest episode, they went into a bog, a swamp in Louisiana. And they're driving, and I'm laughing as I'm watching it. Because the guy's like, oh yeah, they practice voodoo, and they're, their little fat buddies in the back, and he's like, well, what's voodoo? And I'm thinking, you're about to go in there and stir up spirits. And the guy said in the beginning of the show, this show's not like your normal ghost hunters. We go in there, and we kick their asses, and we make them show themselves. You think you can possess us? Possess me, mother. That's what's on. I swear to God, that's the new show on A&E. It's called Extreme Paranormal.
So whenever these paranormal shows, that's how I got back into it. The only reason why I'm doing this again is because I wound up cleaning up houses. I clean up people who've been affected by.
For instance.
Yes, that's what I do. My great grandmother was from the Bayou. She was a healer on both sides. I had one from Alabama and one from Louisiana, and they taught me a lot. But we used to cut bricks, these little all kinds of little chicken feathers, breaking necks. So, yeah, so that's like
But they can make
I
little
was
good
raised
chicken
this way.
wings.
I was raised
Chicken
with
wings.
this, So it's I know what can happen. I've seen what can happen, and it's scary. It's not pretty, and I look forward to helping, and I'll help them too, But at the end of the day, it's getting. That's why I used her as a tool because I knew that I could get through a certain point, but I knew you could get through. Remember with the heart, and then the smudging, because you're also an instrument of God. We all have these abilities. We all have it. That's what people don't realize. We all have it. It's just like exercising. It's just like swimming. We all are capable of swimming, but we don't practice. You're not gonna.
When you say
You're not
have
gonna
it,
be
what
able
do you
to.
mean?
That's sixth sense. That third right here.
Well,
Remember what Vicky said?
I'm not trying to
Yeah,
sound
she
like
said
a
she
little
didn't see that.
Bruce Willis up in here, but every room I go into, like before this cleansing, Like, I would get, like, a vibe from the room.
Yeah.
And I can tell if something was in that room at the time, and if it wasn't. And every time I went into Alyssa's room, there was something there.
Well, the more I take you to different places.
Now, the other
things,
thing
the more
is-
you'll get keen on that.
The owners of the house, they're the other thing that we were slowly attacking. You know that, right? Like, we were removing
Yeah.
them, too.
Mm-hmm.
They still are...
They're still here.
Yeah.
It's like if
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you.
But
but I
they're
don't
not gonna
think
do
they're
anything,
the
right?
ones
They're-
doing anything
they're not
to you.
doing-
They're just kind of, it's
they're-
like they're
well-
home. Like, I'm getting the feeling they want to coexist, they want to share.
They're not... They're
Well,
not...
still, they're
it's
not
not
But they
that.
weren't
You
happy
actually-
about it from the beginning,
Well-
so why would they still be?
Well,
I
I think
think
they're
now
more
after
happy-
seeing what we did, they know that you were being dealt with a lot of other,
Yeah.
you know,
No,
malicious
what they didn't
things.
like was a pentagram.
Yeah, you were
Mom.
in the bedroom.
That was their home. That was their space.
Yeah.
That's where they slept. So you opened a gate into their realm. So think about it. You're
Mom.
dead in your house. You're happy. You're like, oh, we got new people. We're gonna work with them.
Think of
And then she
Beetlejuice.
opens up a portal for where like demons come
Yeah,
through.
like well,
I'd be kind of pissed too.
You kind of opened
Mom,
the ghost
I remember
hotel.
when you had the wooden
Yes,
floor.
you
Mom,
did.
let me tell you something. When you had, I remember when you had the wooden floor. You said sit on fart on it, or you just.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying though? Meaning, so it's not that they were upset with you specifically, they were upset with the actions that followed your being here and what they had to deal with. Because if I was dead and I had to wake up to a bunch of demons, I wouldn't be happy either.
Right.
yeah, when we first moved here, like we knew that they were here, but we figured they were just here to see who the new people are,
Yeah.
not to bother us or anything. And they didn't after a while.
Well, no,
They-
and the family
Well,
when we
that's
bought
That's
the
how we
house,
ended. It's like paranormal activity.
the daughter
Bill.
that was the executor of the estate
In
was
the
very
background, it's
specific when she sold the house. At the time is when the real estate market in the Northeast was being bought out by all the Chinese New York investors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's who we went up against in a bidding war for the house.
Oh, wow.
And we wound up bidding lower than the asking price. But because we were a family that was going to move in, my kids were going to St. Tim's, you know,
Yeah.
in the neighborhood. We were from the neighborhood. We just were moving basically across Frankfurt Avenue.
Yeah.
The daughter was like very happy with us and accepted our bid because she didn't want, she knew her, her parents would have died if they knew that they had sold it to an investor who was going to rent it out, and
just,
they
yeah.
wanted a family to move in who was going to sit down at dinner, have Thanksgiving here
Yeah.
and all that
And
stuff,
live the way
and
they
live
did.
the way that they lived,
And happily.
and, had a big family, and the house saw all the generations go through it until
Exactly.
it was no longer theirs.
Exactly. So then, in essence, like, what it comes down to is, it wasn't you. It was what they
I
had
did.
to deal with.
Right,
Is what they had to deal with, and I wouldn't want to deal with that.
right.
So
So get him off the table.
It's
Why'd
like
you do that?
I always tell
Get 'em
people,
off the
what would you
table.
want if
Don't
you were
push
dead?
them.
Right,
Don't
It's like, what would you like?
right.
You know, what would you want
run
to deal with?
shags.
Would you want to deal with
Push you
that?
off the table.
No. I don't
Exactly.
even know if I'd want to deal with the humans at all. I want to be at rest and at peace.
I'm gonna put him.
But
to
I do
sleep in a
feel though, it's
It's actually really common here now. Like
yeah.
from like
I'm
when
curious
we
to
first
see what your
started.
dreams are gonna be like. I'm curious to see how you're gonna sleep. I'm curious to see how your lives.
I don't think
are
I'm gonna sleep tonight.
And I also put in lots of benefits of blending and
Mm-hmm.
all good stuff is gonna come.
I don't
So
think
I
I'm
have
gonna be
a
able to
cool
sleep
way- I
what
have a
I've
cool
seen
way
in the
to end
basement.
this.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to sleep for what I saw in the basement. Those
What's
circles.
the school?
Wasn't that kind of fun?
It was fun
swirly?
looking. It was
Really
like a
cool.
circle
What
pattern.
you were
That
just
was
doing
pretty
just
cool.
gave
It was
me
just
an
like.
idea. I'm just gonna film you all.
Did it
and
touch you down there?
Say thank you, however you want to say thank you.
Thank you.
And that'll be the
Oh.
not you. And then it'll
It's
be
too
like
annoying.
you could just say thank you for coming, or I'm glad you came, or whatever. I don't know, whatever thoughts come to your mind. But I thought that would be, and then it could end that way, and then I'll put the credits up during that point, just like they do on Paranormal State.
Thank you.
That way it's like a closure to the,
Yo,
the show.
figure out your own ideas. Come on, it's your stuff. Alright, she was just saying it.
What?
You just said, just like Paranormal State, think of a better way to end it.
Well, if you think we helped you, saying thank you would be good, because then other people that watch it will invite us.
Wait, what's
He's
this
got
gonna
a
be
point.
YouTube
It's
called?
kind of like, telling somebody else, oh, they're good business people, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're recording.
Yeah, I am recording. I'm
Okay.
just gonna edit it.
Just gonna edit everything. Calm down.
Yeah, there's tons I have to edit.
I have to say something.
You could do it. She could do it. And then you could do it. And then we're done.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it after them too.
Go ahead, Zach.
Okay, my turn. Well, thank you for coming out, for helping us. You helped us. Oh, thank you for coming out. You helped us a lot. Like, you helped my sister, my
You
family.
did it twice.
Oh.
I think I messed up. We do it again. 1, 2, 3. Camera 1. Go to camera 1.
Thank you for helping us. You helped us a lot. It was a good fun time because you helped my sister. You helped my family out. Now we know we don't have to get scared anymore because now we know we're protected. If anybody tries to bring something evil in, they can wait at the door.
Pretty much.
Thank you. Come again.
Mine's just gonna be short and sweet. I want to thank Scott for helping out my future family. Except for Zach.
You're getting disowned.
And I want to thank you guys for helping me get rid of my inner angry self. And high five.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for coming in and helping. You let me go to you if anything happened, and that's what I did. And thank you for fixing Bill and the house in general. Feels better.
What was that?
Oh, do
So
you want a
thank
hug?
you.
Jackie, get off
Yes,
the free
I do.
page.
Look at that. Wait. We gotta get this on
Gotta
tape.
get it on tape.
Tape.
You're welcome.
Wash your
On a
hands.
handshake. That like that. Where?
Well, I just want to
Come
say
out.
that, you know, one night I was on Facebook and out of the blue, Scott's name came up and said, you know, on the side where it says people you may know. And when I clicked on that to friend him, who knew that we would be here
Today.
a couple weeks later. So I think that it was definitely fate that brought us together. You know, knowing what we had been going through, not being able to really tell anybody because are you going to be believed?
Or not.
You know, you watch all these TV shows and you see how sometimes it's just so unrealistic that, you know,
Like the
we're not
brick
going through something extreme, but we do have an issue.
Yeah.
And
Well,
to be able to have people come in and, you know, if she can sleep in her room again without the light being on is like a godsend, you know. We will all be healthier for it, we'll be happier for it, and there's really no way to say thank you, you know, as much as I feel that you guys have done for us at this point. There's just not enough words to really say thank you. So, thank you.
I hope it works.
And
I
she
hope it
just
helps.
likes Scott's face.
So, round of applause for you guys.
Good job.
Good job, good job, good job.
Got rid of the evil.
Thank you,
Can I say it?
Alan.
Can I just say it once?
Alan's awesome.
Ginger's rule.
You're a good cameraman.
Ginger's rule.
Yeah, cameraman. You
Gingers
good job,
do
man.
have souls.
Spin it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just like you.
Awesome.